man. Gorgeous morning. January 2026. I'm at a spot that I come to a lot, a lake, and there's some back trails. And that's one that I can't ever walk that in the summer. Because it's covered in poison ivy, and it's all dormant now, so I'm able to go on a lot new paths and trails that I wasn't able to before, which kind of brings me to the subject at mind that I had on my mind and heart, and it's seasons. I'm learning about a lot of new stuff, and so we just had winter solstice, which is interesting because a lot of the ancients around the world only considered there to be two seasons, summer and winter. And there was a summer solstice and a winter solstice. And the winter solstice now is considered the beginning of winter for some reason, when logically it is the darkest night of the year, time of the year, day of the year, shortest days, longest nights. And it's like we lead up to the winter solstice with long, bright days until it gets all the way to the darkest, and then we start to head out of it. And already the days have been getting just a little bit more longer every day, and they will continue. So the ancients always considered winter solstice to be the midpoint. I'm not sure what exactly I have to say. I don't have anything profound. Tying into being able to go on that path in the winter, it reminded me the reflection that nature gives us, or direction, you will, of how to appropriately live our lives with the seasons. For me, in the winter, there's a lot of times where, I just end up a little more morose, a little, I don't really care for the word depression, like as a chronic illness label, but, I get to be a little more down. And walking that path this morning reminded me that, yeah, the seasons change, but there's different opportunities, different paths that aren't available in the summer for me to look into, whether that's introspection, slowing down, journaling, hitting the gym, which I haven't been doing. I got my hibernation weight. And then just the seasons of our lives and how they can mirror each other. I started out on this journey in June, and boy, it was full throttle, no direction, just going. And I was so sure that things were going to pan out in a certain way, and was getting into astrology and reading signs from nature and in my life. And boy, did things definitely go a completely different route. People were completely removed from my life that I thought were going to stay in it on this journey. I did finish my breathwork certificate and ran a event at a yoga studio, but that's all kind of been put on pause. I run a tree care business, and work slowed down, and with my finances taking a momentary hit, it's kind of added to the being down part. But once again, I just have to figure out how to utilize this winter season the best. Can you believe today's going to be 63 degrees Fahrenheit? They call it a faux or a fake, what's it? False spring. And the animals are even reacting as if it's almost spring. And they say when that happens that we have a hellacious winter ahead of us, which I thought we were going to have, but it's certainly not feeling like it. It's feeling like it might just stay warm, and hopefully I can keep getting tree work coming in. And my personal life took a little bit of a hit. Went through some custody stuff, had a little bit of time away from my kids, but they're back. Once everything was found out to be a bunch of bullshit. And, you know, I should immediately be grateful. And for some reason, I went into like a deeper, I don't know, almost sense of feeling lost. And I don't know if it's because of the finances or what, but there's such reason to be happy. And I really needed nature today, so I came out and spending some time by the lake. Found a bald eagle's nest way up high in a cottonwood. This thing's massive, and you can see their shit all over the bottom, white stuff all over the ground. It's been a good day. Guess I'm just hoping for anyone out there that if you're going through a rough winter season, that you can find a better way to utilize it, and to, you know, kind of know you're not alone. I know it's pretty universal, and for me, you know, after I get off of this, I'm going to do a little breath work session here in this gorgeous location on the lake. I'm just going to kind of go over there and, you know, 20 minutes, no music, just nature, kind of recenter, and then get on with life. Get out of here, go do an estimate, grocery shopping, get my kids, sports practices, all that. I think today was a good wake up, a good just gentle getting back into daily practice, daily habit. That was so easy to be there in the summer, and to just gently bring it back this winter, and you know, set up another event at the yoga studio, and just keep headed down this path. So any thoughts that you guys have on seasons, just throw them in the comments. I would love to read them. I'd love your insights, and just love to hear from you guys. All right, bye.